Hey, it's Michael, and here are 5 ways that you can get the most out of counseling. Okay, number 1, the first way that you can get the most out of counseling is to think about the investment. And I say investment instead of cost because counseling is an investment in yourself. And I like to tell people, look, don't get too hung up on the price. Certainly you want to make sure you have the budget for it, but think about the cost of not going to counseling, of not taking care of those things that are really causing a lot of stress in your life. Think about that, a cost-benefit analysis. I'll share when I was in graduate school, I did a couple of years of counseling, and it really helped me. And it also cost some money. But when I think about it now, it was worth every penny of it. So you want to think about the investment as a longer-term plan. Don't necessarily think about a quick fix for what's bothering you, but at least have it open to do more than, say, 5-6 sessions, maybe all the way up to 20 or 30 sessions. Have that in your mind when you're budgeting, when you're planning, when you're looking around for therapists. Okay, the second way you can get the most out of counseling is choose wisely. Take your time in choosing a therapist. All the studies out there show that the best results from counseling come when there's a good therapist-client match, meaning that you click with that person, they're relatable, you really feel like you can trust them. And I would say take your time in trying to find a therapist. Most therapists offer a free phone call to see if there's a good match. Take advantage of that. I would say trust your feelings. If you're interviewing a therapist on the phone, get a good idea of what their style is, their personality, their technique. Ask, again, lots of questions to see if that person is right for you. Okay, the third thing that you can do to make counseling a really good experience, to get the most out of it, is make counseling a priority. Once you find the right therapist, commit to the process. Put it on your calendar, get a rhythm of therapy going, make it a priority. Don't say, hey, I feel pretty good this week, I think I'm gonna skip it. You're really gonna get a lot more bang for your buck, if you will, if you continually go on a regular basis. It really builds momentum. So I encourage you to make counseling a priority, make it a non-negotiable, put it on the calendar, and you don't miss sessions. That's really key to making quick progress and sustained progress. Number 4, the fourth way you can make the most out of counseling is have goals, have measurable goals. Now, depending on the style of your therapist, they may or may not ask you about your goals for counseling. Hopefully they will, though, because you want to have a way to see if you're going to exit counseling, when it's time to move on, when it's time to really get back into the regular flow of things and take everything and apply everything that you've learned in counseling. So I would really suggest that you have measurable goals and be upfront with your therapist about that. Say, hey, can I work with you around some measurable goals? Can we come up with some goals together? Write it down on paper. And remember, you can change those goals. You don't have to have the same goals at the beginning, but regularly check in with your counselor or therapist and make sure you're making progress toward your goals. Okay, step 5, the 5th way that you can make the most out of counseling is make it a collaborative experience. You and your counselor are like a team. You're working together. So really be open about what you want in counseling. If it's going not the way that you want it, speak up and say, hey, you know, that last session, I don't know if we really were going in the right direction. And if the counselor is worth their salt, they'll say, okay, thanks so much for your feedback. Okay, so please think about counseling as a team effort, not that you are the patient, that you have to follow along with everything the counselor thinks is right for you. Again, if the counselor is really open and really knows their stuff, they're going to really welcome your feedback. So please give feedback to your counselor, and you can both steer that ship in the direction that you want to go. So, in conclusion, counseling is a big step. It's a commitment to yourself, an investment in yourself. It takes time and effort. Take the time to find the right counselor for you. You'll know it'll feel right, it'll tick all the boxes, and commit to it. Make sure you go with regularity. If you feel like dropping out, speak up and be very transparent with your counselor so you can get things going in the direction you want to go. Okay, I hope that helps. My name is Michael Ceely. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California. You can get my services online. I offer a free counseling introductory phone call so you can talk with me, ask me about how things might work. Whatever counselor you decide on, I hope this video helps you, gives you some pointers on how to get the most out of counseling.